Welcome to PI Time, your dedicated space for personal growth and profound transformation. Here, we embark on a shared journey, an invitation to both begin and deepen your path to true self-mastery. This isn't just about gaining knowledge, it's about applying practical insights and wisdom to guide you through each stage of your personal evolution. This is where you gain the tools to positively improve your life and realize your fullest potential, one conscious step at a time. I am so glad you're here today, as I am so excited to explore the energy of new beginnings. Take a deep breath, and truly arrive in this moment. Feel the air moving in and out, as your awareness settles into the present. Today, we're exploring the energy of new beginnings, a theme that closes out the month of January with a sense of renewal, awakening, and forward movement. As we step into this conversation, imagine yourself standing at the threshold of a doorway, one foot in the past, one foot stepping into a future that hasn't yet been written. New beginnings are powerful invitations, not demands. They ask us to open ourselves to possibility, to soften into a deeper trust, and to let our awareness gently transform into inspired energy. January often holds this symbolic weight, the turning of a chapter, the shifting of inner rhythms, the reorientation of our focus. But new beginnings don't belong exclusively to the calendar. They're always here, quietly available in each breath, each choice, each small shift in intention. Today, we'll explore how awareness becomes energy, how energy becomes action, and how action becomes momentum. We'll explore how to nurture beginnings in a way that feels gentle, empowered, and deeply aligned with your inner truth. So, as we dive in, allow yourself to be fully present. Let the noise settle. Let your heart open. And let this be a soft but powerful reset. First, the essence of a new beginning. New beginnings aren't always loud. They aren't always grand. More often, they emerge quietly, as a subtle inner nudge. A whisper. A shift in perspective. A moment of realizing something you once accepted no longer feels aligned. The energy of new beginnings is rooted in awareness. Awareness is the spark. It's the turning on of a light. It's the moment you recognize that something within you is ready to expand, evolve, or awaken. Sometimes this awareness feels exhilarating, other times, tender, or even unsettling. Change always stirs things. But this stirring isn't chaos, it's creation. Think of awareness as the seed. You don't force a seed to sprout. You nurture it. You give it light, warmth, space, and trust. In the same way, new beginnings thrive in an environment of patience and presence. They flourish when we stop gripping so tightly to who we were, and instead become curious about who we're becoming. As you feel the energy of new beginnings rising within you, remember, awareness is not the final step, it is the invitation. It is the opening of the door. Next, let's explore how awareness turns into energy. When you notice something within you shifting, when you begin to sense the desire for renewal, you start generating inner momentum. This momentum is energetic in nature. It feels like clarity. It feels like a possibility. It feels like a deeper sense of alignment calling you forward. But here's the beautiful truth: this energy does not need to be intense. It doesn't have to rush. The energy of new beginnings is often soft, fluid, and steady. It builds gradually, like the first light of dawn. You don't need to leap. You don't need to force. You don't need to know the entire path. The energy of new beginnings simply asks that you feel the shift, the excitement, the openness, even the uncertainty. All of it is energy. All of it is part of the becoming. So notice what's rising in you now. Notice what feels ready. Notice what feels new. And honor it with compassion. Now, let's move into gentle action. This is where many people struggle. Awareness feels good. Energy feels motivating. But action, even small action, can feel intimidating. Why? Because action makes change real. But here's what's important to remember: new beginnings don't demand radical action. They don't demand immediate transformation. They don't demand perfection. The most powerful beginnings often begin with the smallest steps. A single choice. A single pause. A single practice. A single moment where you say, yes, I'm ready. Think of gentle action as an offering. Not an obligation, an offering. It's the moment you show the universe, I am participating in this shift. I am partnering with this change. Maybe that action is journaling your intentions. Maybe it's clearing one corner of your space. Maybe it's taking a walk and breathing differently. Maybe it's having an honest conversation. Maybe it's letting go of one old belief. Gentle action creates alignment. Alignment creates clarity. Clarity creates momentum. And momentum creates transformation. So don't underestimate small steps. They are powerful. They are sacred. They are the quiet architects of new beginnings. Let's talk about the emotional space of renewal. Renewal is the heart of new beginnings. It's the moment when pieces of your inner world recalibrate to support who you are becoming. Renewal feels like expansion. Like release. Like the unclenching of something that once felt tight inside you. But renewal also requires surrender. The willingness to let go of what no longer resonates. The courage to release what's complete. The softness to trust your evolution. In this space of renewal, ask yourself, what am I ready to outgrow? What am I ready to invite? What can I allow myself to release? How can I support my own unfolding? Sometimes renewal means slowing down. Sometimes it means resting. Sometimes it means creating boundaries. Sometimes it means dreaming again. Your renewal is personal. It is yours. It does not need comparison or justification. It needs only presence. Now, let's explore how beginnings flow from the inside out. Many people try to create new beginnings externally, new habits, new routines, new goals. But the most powerful beginnings always start internally. Your thoughts shift. Your beliefs shift. Your energy shifts. Your sense of identity shifts. And then, naturally and effortlessly, your outer world begins to follow. This is why awareness matters. This is why intentional energy matters. This is why gentle action matters. They create change rooted in authenticity, not pressure. Authentic new beginnings don't feel forced. They feel aligned. They feel nourished. They feel like a natural evolution of who you are becoming. So ask yourself, what is beginning within me right now? Where do I feel life inviting me forward? What small step feels natural, not forced? Follow the invitation. Follow the energy. Follow the soft unfolding. Next, let's expand into the spiritual dimension of new beginnings. Whether you identify as spiritual or not, there is something undeniably sacred about the moment of beginning. It's a moment infused with possibility, a moment where you are both grounded and expanding at the same time. Spiritually, new beginnings are moments of realignment. Moments when your inner compass recalibrates. Moments when your life whispers, there is more for you, keep moving. This sacred energy invites you to trust. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Trust your intuition. Trust that what feels right is guiding you somewhere meaningful. New beginnings are bridges, connecting who you were with who you're becoming. You don't need to rush across the bridge. You don't need to know what's on the other side. You just need to show up with openness and presence. That is the essence of awakening, the willingness to participate in your own transformation. let's ground everything we've explored so far. The energy of new beginnings is not a surge, it's a flow. A rhythm. A quiet but powerful wave. And you are not separate from it. You are part of it. You generate it. You shape it. You embody it. And so, as we begin to close out this exploration, take a moment to reflect. Where in your life do you feel a beginning emerging? Where do you feel the spark of renewal? Where do you feel called to soften, or step forward, or release, or open? There is no right answer. Only awareness. Only presence. And if you're unsure, that's okay. Sometimes the beginning is simply the awareness that something is shifting, even if you're not yet sure what. Now, let's breathe new beginnings into the body. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and inhale slowly. Feel the rise. The expansion. The opening. Exhale gently. Feel the softening. The release. The clearing. With each breath, imagine yourself stepping into a new chapter, with clarity, with softness, with trust. You don't need to rush. You don't need to push. You don't need to know everything. Just breathe. Just be. Just allow. You are already becoming. To close this script, here is the truth I want you to carry with you. New beginnings are not something you create. They are something you allow. They emerge when you listen. When you soften. When you choose. When you trust. So as January closes, and this chapter of exploration comes to a gentle end, remember, you are stepping into a new beginning simply by being here, simply by becoming more aware, simply by choosing yourself. Let this moment be your reset. Let this breath be your turning point. Let this awareness be the spark that lights your path. You are ready. You are aligned. You are evolving. Your new beginning has already begun. Now that we have reached the end of another insightful episode, I would like to express our gratitude for your presence and participation in our exploration of self-mastery and personal transformation. As we delve deeper into these topics, we aim to provide you with meaningful tools and strategies that can foster growth and well-being in your life. We look forward to welcoming you back next week for another episode of PI Time, where we will continue to explore fresh perspectives and actionable strategies for personal success. Until then, namaste.